What is up, everyone? Welcome to Baby Cards. This is Eric, and today another scam in the sports card industry. It couldn't be. There could not be possibly people out there that would try to pull something like this. So we're going to talk about this new scam. Keep your eyes out. I'll talk about my thoughts on it. And also want to say from last week's video, quick update. I talked about how USPS had never scanned my package, which was in the mail for over a week. And it was, not super expensive cards, but 3 autographed cards that I was sending to get authenticated. Good news. A lot of you were trying to tell me, it's probably just going to get suddenly scanned when it gets there. It got suddenly scanned on delivery. Every day I'm checking. It's like these 3 autographed cards not getting scanned. And it's like, what's going on? Did my mailman steal my freaking package? No. All of a sudden, one day I wake up, I check on it, and it doesn't say scanned in, some city or so. It says delivered. Like, okay. It went from never getting picked up. It went from label created to delivered. So and that happens. But anyway, so we're good there. But as for this scam right here, post from Baseball Cards, important for sellers. This was in a group I'm in, not my card or deal. Why are people so shady, so awful? I think that's the question that people have been asking themselves for thousands of years. Folks, here's a warning of a newer scam I'd heard about, then last night experienced it firsthand. Buyer claiming that this card had been damaged in shipping, but not just damaged, pulverized. Here is our conversation. His name is Goldman Collectibles. Corey Goldman operates out of Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. I suggest adding him to your blocked bidder list preemptively. I ran the image he sent me through an AI detector and got a positive. Well, obviously, I'll talk about that in a second. He also never opened an eBay return case, just left it at this when I called his bluff because it was total BS. But I want to say, okay, let's just talk about the scam. And I'll tell you, I know about this scam. The scam is not completely new. It may be new to the sports card market, but it's not a new scam. So what is happening here is the buyer gets the card in the mail, perfectly fine, everything's beautiful. They run it through an AI, which you can do, and what happens is AI damages the card as per the instructions. So, and AI is getting good, so these photos look realistic, sort of, usually. In this case, it does look, on one hand, it looks realistic, but on the other hand, if you know PSA slabs, you know this is not how they damage. This is not how they break. This is not how they crack. This is complete BS, obviously. What are they they take a hammer to this thing? I mean, you can drop a PSA card from the Empire State Building, and I don't think it's going to end up like this. It'll just break in half at worst, or it'll just have a huge crack or two. But this is absolutely nuts right here. This cannot be done to a PSA card. Even if you took a hammer to it, it would crack open or break open before this. What is this? This is total crap. But this is a scam that has been happening on eBay, and people have had success pulling this scam in the past with things like coffee mugs, glassware, things that actually could break. Bobbleheads would be a good candidate. They break so easily, I would know. Somebody commented on it, said this cracked slab is AI. This is pretty nuts. Like, they're surprised it's AI, and it is impressive what AI can do. But I think that it's so obvious this is AI because, I mean, look at the freaking thing. They don't break like that. But it's still super scary because AI is going to only get better from here. It's already incredible. Of course, if this happens to you, which it probably won't, I'll talk about that in a second as well. I don't think this is gonna, there's not a lot of people going to try to pull this, fortunately. But for higher end cards, people are going to do anything. They'll steal straight from a showcase at a card show. When it comes to money, people will do the most insane and disgusting things. So if you're selling higher end cards, it possibly could happen. But of course, right now you can ask for multiple angles. You can ask for a video. You can do things like that now. But in a year, 2 years, 3 years, AI will be able to do practically anything. So it's only going to get tougher. For now, you can ask for multiple angles and things like that. And also, you return the card. You don't just get a refund. You need to return the card in the same condition as it is in those photographs. No return, no refund. Of course, even then they could say, I returned it, where's my refund? You know, eBay is just not a perfect system. Anybody can scam, anyone can send you a box of rocks and say they did a return. And anyway, I know about eBay because I've been selling on eBay since 2002, heavily. Before YouTube, that was my main job. And you're probably like, before YouTube, bro, you have 3 subscribers. This is not my main channel. My main channel has over 40,000 subscribers. It's a baseball channel. Does pretty well. It's nothing huge, okay? I'm not rolling in the dough or anything, but I get by. That is one of my main incomes with that Hum Baby Baseball channel. I also sell on eBay, and I do heavy selling on eBay. I used to do heavier selling. I used to be full-time eBay seller. So I'm kind of in the know what's going on in the eBay community as well. And this scam has been going on. Not for a super long time because we didn't have this technology for a super long time, but in the last 2-3 months, we've started to see these returns. This is AI right here. You can see the coffee mug on the left and the coffee mug on the right. So you got to be really careful about this stuff. And I was thinking about like trying to do an example of one with a PSA slide, but I don't even want to show how it might be done to give anyone any ideas because this is absolutely disgusting. But you know what? Like I said, when there's big money, there's scammers. People will scam, people will steal. Why are people this way? I don't know. There's always going to be a certain percentage of people out there that just don't give a crap. You know, sociopaths, psychopaths, and just straight up bad people. But AI is going to be a huge problem, not just with sports cards, with everything. AI is so freaking scary with identity theft and the things that it can do. It is only getting better. It is advancing quick, and it's going to be a big problem in almost every arena, not just sports cards. It's shaping up to be the next transformational force in human history, like electricity, the internet, AI. And society's going to have to figure out how to control, how to govern it, how to live alongside it. And it's more powerful than our existing systems were built for. So get freaking ready. Shit's gonna get crazy, and this is just the beginning. But do look out for scams like this. For the most part, it's not going to affect most of us because luckily I think most people are halfway decent people, or they're not going to take stupid risks and risk getting in trouble and even going to prison, like these people stealing at card shows and stuff, stealing mantles and stuff. I don't know where you get the freaking balls to walk into a card show and pull out a mantle rookie and walk out the door. I don't know where you get those, but I mean, yeah, first of all, you have to have the lack of morals to do it, which most of us are not in that situation. But even if you had such low morals that you would even think of stealing like that, where do you get the freaking guts to actually go through with it? I have no idea where these sick people come from. You guys have a great day. Let me know your thoughts on this new scam. Talk to you guys in the next one.